How do you set out your website when you've only got a few videos to sell? Well, in today's episode, we are going to try and answer that question by reviewing a website called Quadlock Case, which is where I am going to buy my new iPhone case from. And we're going to learn some great lessons in Facebook, lifestyle video, and checkout with PayPal. Hi guys, I'm Matt Edmondson and this is e-commerce mastery, where we look at how to grow your e-commerce business. If you haven't done so already, I want to encourage you to hit the subscribe button, or you can head over to mattedmondson.com/subscribe and you'll see all the different ways that you can connect with what we're doing here. Recently, I upgraded my phone to the iPhone 7, which is great. But of course, Apple being Apple, they can't make a phone the same size so I can use my previous case. No, it has to be a different one. So I have to go out and buy a different iPhone case. Now, my iPhone case of choice is the Quadlock case. I have been using these for a few years. I think it's a great product because it's a real simple way to connect my iPhone to a lot of different mounts and brilliant. Works superbly, and so I'm going to buy another one today, and we are going to use this as an opportunity to review another website and see what lessons we can learn about e-commerce. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so let's talk about how I found the Quadlock product. Now, originally, like I said, I've had the Quadlock on previous phones, so I'm familiar with the product and I just want to buy it again. But one of the things I wanted to draw your attention to, because I think they do it really well, is their Facebook advertising. So I was on the Quadlock website about 20 minutes ago and just closed the site down. And lo and behold, 20 minutes later, their advert appears now in my feed. And they do various different Facebook ads. This is the one where you can scroll through the different product images. Sometimes they'll do video and so on and so forth. So they've got various different ads which they show. But the fact is, I was on their website 20 minutes ago and this is now in my Facebook feed. So they do this very well and stay connected with their customers, I think, very well through Facebook. Okay, so if we go over to their Facebook page, as you can see now, we've got some of the videos and some reviews and some posts. Okay, so this is Quadlock. And if I go and shop now, it's going to take me to the US site and I'll want to go to the UK. So again, that's quite nice. Very simple, easy to choose what I want. Now, here's their website that I can buy product from. And right at the top here, you can see Facebook like 21.7K. So 200,000 likes on Facebook. And I found this interesting that they've put this here right at the top. They're obviously encouraging me to get involved with them on social media. I've not seen this before on other sites and I quite like it. I quite like it's in a blue Facebook sort of band, also in their sort of Quadlock blue. And I'm curious to know how well this works for them. I'm curious to the stage where actually I'm going to put it on the conversation list for our team at Jersey. I quite like that. Okay, so now we've got shop by activity. Do you ride, run, drive, or is it just for lifestyle? You can shop by device. And you can see their different mounts which they do. So again, for what is a quite small product range, in reality, they're making it super easy for you to find which one you want. Now, as I said, I've upgraded to the iPhone 7. I have all the different accessories. I've got the bike kit. I've got the running armband. I've got the car kit. What I don't have is the case. Okay, now if I click on more information, this is what I want. I want the Quadlock case for the iPhone 7. And again, what they do well, which is really nice, they've got different photographs showing all with the iPhone 7, some lifestyle shots in the pocket here, and they've got a video showing you why Quadlock is so great. Now, one of the things which I've which immediately jumps out to me, is this like one. They have very few interaction here. You see, I just don't know if this is working anymore on e-commerce sites. When I look at that, it says 1. When I look at that, it says 217,000. Now, there's a big old difference between those two, right? And so part of me is wondering actually how well this is working for them. And if you have this on your site, don't just have it there because everybody else has got it there. Are customers using it? Now, there may be an argument to say that customers are using the Pinterest, but the rest of it, I highly doubt. Okay, so what else have we got here? We've got a good clear title for the iPhone 7. Super clear that it's for the iPhone 7. That's important to me. This free shipping thing with the Union Jack is great, but I think the text is tiny. Free shipping, UK orders, I think that says over 25 quid. Man, you've got to have 20/20 vision to read that. That would be one thing that I'd change. It does say it here, free shipping on orders over £25. So I get the sort of the quad lock reference here with the icon. I understand that. I'm not sure if as a newbie whether I'd understand that. And so that icon there might not make too much sense. 30-day Strava premium trial included with purchase. Okay, and they've got here some reviews. I'm personally not a big fan of white text on dark backgrounds. Just a personal thing. I don't think it reads very well, but it's good they've got us. They've got the reviews. And become a Quadlockian. I like that sort of phraseology. Sort of join the tribe, become part of the crew. Your email. Like us on Facebook. So again, they're pushing that. Now I can see those sort of icons which they had at the top. Free shipping, UK orders over £25. That. It's clearer now, and then they've got the sort of thing at the bottom. I'd probably, again, I like to be picky, right? If I'm going to be picky here, I would just make this look a little bit better. Going over 2 lines like that, I just think is not particularly great. And look here, look guys, they've got Pay with Apple Pay on their site, which is great. This is going to become a bigger and bigger deal, certainly in 2017. And so we would suggest looking at when you can get that on your development calendar and get that in there. And obviously they've got PayPal, which is great, and the usual Visa, MasterCard, and American Express for those who like to collect air miles. Estimated delivery time is 2 to 3 business days, and they've got all the information here. So if I click Add to Cart. Okay, I can either continue shopping. What they've not done here, which I think they could have done, is actually said, you know what, this is a great product with, or upgrade to this now, or get this and get an extra few quid off, rather than. So there's no upsell feature. What they've done is they've put it there. So obviously they've tested that works. I don't need a bike mount. I'm just going to click continue running. Okay, so what this tells me is actually Quadlock are using Shopify. This is a Shopify checkout. And so I know it's going to work pretty well. You can always tell a Shopify checkout by this layout, the sort of the split screen, grey on the right, white on the left. You can check out with PayPal. You can add your own information, and it's got the shopping cart information here. Now, when I was on the website earlier, I did what most people do and just left it sort of run for a little bit. And after a few minutes, it came up with, give me your email and I'll send you a 10% discount code, which I think is one of those features which is super helpful for website owners because you get an email address. Sure, you have to give a 10% discount, but for those people that might not buy straight away, it's great to get their email and then, mark it to them and get them on your list. So it's certainly something worth trying. But I noticed actually this time they didn't have it. They just had the Facebook like thing. Yeah, they just had that there. So they obviously changed this band here. Did you notice when you went to quadlockcase.com, if we head over to that one. There we go. You see they've got this get a 10% discount now. So obviously that's not displaying anymore on the UK site. So they've decided to take that off, obviously either because I've got it already or because I've come through Facebook on the UK site and they think, actually, I don't know. I don't know why they're not showing that, but there's obviously a reason for not showing that right now. They think I'm going to buy without it, which is good. There's another thing here on the home page is the video, and they're showing lifestyle video. They're not showing the product necessarily. They're showing the product being used. They're showing you the possibilities of what you can do with the product, which I think is very, very clever, this sort of lifestyle video. And again, you'll see this more and more on websites now as the internet speeds are getting faster and faster, is this sort of video background effect. Okay, so I'm going to do the checkout now, but before I do, just notice a few things on here. I'm not quite sure why there's a question mark here next to continue shopping. That makes me think that the graphic's not displaying correctly, because I don't see what a question mark has got to do with continue shopping. Unless they're asking me a question, continue shopping, in which case there should be a question mark after that. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting tied up in detail. Again, look, they've got the pay icons here. So they're telling me they do Apple Pay, normal cards, and PayPal. I like this. They've got some reviews. The one thing that I would say is their reviews are outdated. So look at this, 16th of April 2015 is the latest review, and it is now the 5th of January 2017, so not shy of 2 years late. So they've obviously not updated that recently, and that I just think just looks a bit pants, if I'm honest with you. So I would definitely be updating the reviews. And here we've got 30-day money-back guarantee, free shipping, and please note. I don't know if I'd use the phrase please note, because it tells me that there's almost probably something wrong, you know. Please, it's like something, you know, your teacher writes on your report. Please note, the following terms and conditions apply. And actually, 30-day money-back guarantee is not something that you would say please note for. It's a good thing, right? It's like, hey, we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have got nothing to lose by ordering this product and trying it. If you don't love it, send it back and we will arrange your refund, because we want all our customers to be delighted. I don't think you need the please note, and I would definitely make this bigger, right? This is definitely more of a feature. Free shipping, again, make that bigger, just to encourage me to click the checkout. I don't want anything else. I've got everything else, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so I am going to actually check out here with PayPal, because that is one of my personal preferences. I love the features and simplicity of checking out with PayPal. So if you do not have checkout with PayPal on your website, then I would definitely be having a conversation with your developers and asking them to do that. Like I said, this is a Shopify site, and if you're looking to upgrade your site and you have a clear product range, and you've not necessarily got thousands to spend on your e-commerce website, Shopify is pretty good. We've used it for a couple of clients. We've used it for a couple of our own websites. And you know what? Shopify is a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. It's a great service, a great place to start off with, that's for sure. And for companies like Quadlock, makes all the sense in the world. Okay, I've now gone through the checkout process, and I realize because I'm doing this on the fly and I'm concentrating too much on talking into the microphone and not enough on what I'm doing, I've made a slight error. And that is the shipping. You remember it said free shipping on orders over £25. I can see why they did that, because their basic product range is under that price bracket, and they're encouraging me to try and buy more than one thing, right? Which makes a lot of sense. And I should have got not only the case but also the cover, which I forgot, which would have given me free shipping. I now have to buy that separately, and will probably have to pay shipping again. So look, that cost me £3.88. But the other thing I forgot to do, I went through the trouble of giving them my email. They have it already to get the 10% discount code, and I forgot to add that. So that will also have cost me some money, which is a little bit of a shame, but never mind. You know, lessons learned. In one sense, it would be great if there was a quick cancel my order feature on this page, and so I could reorder that. I get why you don't put cancel orders on the thank you page. I do. But in this particular instance, it would have been helpful, but never mind. Okay, so one of the things that you regularly see on Shopify is you see this sort of map box. Hey, we're going to ship this order to you. And I wanted to draw your attention to this thank you page because this, thank you, Mr. Exclamation Mark, what's that all about? You know my first name, you know my last name. I don't know if this is something to do with PayPal's checkout feature, but if you, and Shopify, you need to pay attention here. If you don't know my name, don't display Mr. Exclamation Mark. This is a simple bit of code, right? To say thank you, rather than thank you, Mr. We have no idea who you are and what your name is because for some reason our code is broken. Okay, so rant over. That is a simple fix, guys. Come on, make it a lot more personal. The map's cool, but it's much better when you get my name right. Okay, we'll see you next time. So there you go. My quad lock case is on the way, which is great. Super excited about that. And here is my question of the day for you guys. Have you tried retargeting ads using Facebook like quad lock did with me that we saw at the start of the video? Have you tried that? And if so, was it good? Was it bad? Would you do it again? What was your experience? Leave your answers in the comments below. I'd love to hear your response. And as I said earlier, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do it now, as we are going to bring you more videos and more reviews and more opening experiences and all these great things in how to run and grow and develop our own e-commerce businesses. So hit the subscribe button or head over to mattedmondson.com/subscribe and you'll find all the links on that page. So thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.